This is a review of the Google Nexus 1. Um, right here, that's the box that it comes with. It's a white box with the 4 colors that Google picked. The content of the box, which we'll go through, as you can see, the Nexus 1 phone is right on the first layer, which we will get back to very shortly. In here you can see the microfiber sleeve that comes with the phone. It's very nice, very good snug touch when you put the phone in it. It has the Droid logo on it. Also with that comes your important manual right here, as well as the warranty statements, and then a one-sheet instruction about how to use the phone and a couple of the quick tips on the phone. And one of the first things that we've also noticed is insert the battery right there, which tells you that the battery does not come ready inside the phone, so you have to insert the SIM card and then the battery. And the second thing, which is charging the phone. It's very different than the iPhone. The phones do not come charged, so you have to spend some time charging the phone before starting to work with it. So also in the box, there's the power cord or power adapter, which is a regular power adapter with a mini USB right here. Very common now. I believe it's almost going to be a standard. It also comes with a regular USB to a computer, and the other end of it, which is the micro USB right there, and the headphones right here. So we're going to open that. Nice profile headphones, nicely tight. And then this would be the controller. It appears to have a play and a pause. There's a phone icon right here, which tells me that you enter the phones here. They're clickable, as well as a forward and a backwards. So that's probably to control your media. But here are the headphones again. But what we're reviewing today is obviously the phone, so we'll get right to that. As you can see, the phone is very, very thin. The form is absolutely fantastic. It just feels really nice in the hand, and grip, the matte finish really gives it a really, really nice look. One of the things that we've noticed here is this is the 5 megapixel camera, and next to it there's the LED flash right there. Next to it there will be the speakers, and right here, that really tiny little dot right there is a microphone in the back used for noise cancellation. You can see the HTC right here, and then the micro USB charger as well as the microphone are right on the bottom right there. And then on the top there's the power button as well as the headphone jack. On the front there are the main 4 buttons, which are the back button, the menu button, the home, and the search, as well as the trackball that we will demonstrate. Now we turn it on right from the top, and it comes up with the regular Droid to unlock. And as you can see, one of the new features of the Droid 2.1 is that movable backgrounds or motion backgrounds in the back, as you can see right there. And those could be changed in the settings. There are multiple ones that are in the settings that you can pick whichever one you want. One of the other things that we also notice is the idea for pages or different screens that you can access and add apps to. And when we move to the right, one of the screens, one of the things that we saw here on the screen is this widget right on the top that allows us to control the phone functionality by turning the Bluetooth on or off, or audio, or Wi-Fi. The display here kind of gets a little bit dimmer, a little bit lighter, and then very bright. And then this access the different applications that you download from the market. And then by pressing the back button, we go back to that same home screen. If I press the home, we'll go to the main home screen, which is the center screen. And then on the left, there's the new app that Google just created, which is a weather and news app. And I'm going to access the weather first here. And here's the weather app. And one of the new features that they created is that forecasting the weather. It looks like Google Finance here, but basically by placing a little scroller right here, I can forecast the weather at a different hour of the day, and you can see that the temperature and the precipitation changes. On the top, you can access the stories, and they're not related stories to the weather, it's just stories of the day. So here you got top stories. You can move to the U.S. stories, some sports stories. And then by clicking on that story, you're accessing the story using the browser directly from the web. So this is a story on the New York Times. We can press back, which goes back to the application, or we can press home, which takes us back home. Okay, so one of the things that we also notice on the phone is when we first turned it on, is the instruction. After you wait from charging it, there is a set of instructions that you kind of read and agree to and move next, which is kind of a very different user experience than the iPhone, where it loads with the Apple and then you're right into the main screen with the different apps that comes that ships with the phone. So that's kind of a little bit different feel here between the Android and the Apple iPhone. But we're going to start digging kind of in some of the differences between the phones. One of the things that I've mentioned earlier is the widget, the ability to access your main settings as Bluetooth or Wi-Fi right from the home screen by turning it on and off. I find this very useful and very easy to use. Also, the multiple screens is kind of a nice touch. You can add more apps right there to access it. One of the things that makes this phone very special is the ability to use voice as a text input. So there is not the voice dialer, but any screen that will have access to, for example, we can pull on a Gmail account, for example, and go under the menu settings right here, and let's say type compose, and I'm going to come into the compose here, and as you can see, there's that little small microphone, and by pressing that microphone, testing the Nexus 1 Google phone. And as you can see now, it's trying to understand what that is, and here's the result. Testing the Nexus 1 Google phone. That was first try, so the voice recognition or voice conversion to text is Very, very good. Even it works pretty much on any application that use text input or instead of a keyboard.